Hello, my Pisces. How's it going? It's your girl, Aqua May, and I am here for a special message. This is going to be an E-King reading. We're going to look at what changes are happening in your life and how to get through them, okay? Because that's what the E-King talks about. That was called the Book of Changes, right? So it asks you questions, it makes you think, and it helps you to process what is happening for yourself. So we have the dice here. If you've ever seen me do this before, we are going to roll it. If we get an odd number, we'll get one card. If we get an even number, it'll be two cards, okay? And we'll pull from here. But otherwise from that, please, I ask that you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and comment down below. Tell me how this message resonates for you, all right? But calling in the angels, the ancestors, the guides, what is the number of cards that we need for our Pisces today? You have 5, so you need one card. One card for my Pisces. 5 changes. And I just talked about that, the Book of Changes. And number 5 talks about changes, talks about motion, talks about something happening, something moving. Okay, we have 13. People in harmony. I like this card. But it talks about the community. It talks about the effort of the whole and individually as well. But it says, in the wilds, creating success, right? So fruitful to cross the great river, a noble one's consistency bears fruit. It says, there is strength and energy in alliance. Find like-minded others. People in harmony can commit themselves further, take greater risk, and enter new territories. Once there is agreement, follow the vision tenaciously with the consistency of a noble one. So the 3 questions that are here, which we're going to pull cards on. The first one says, what are the unique contributions? Then it says, what is the common ground? And then it says, how will your life change if your group expands? So Pisces, this is about expansion for you. This is great. I love this energy for you, right? But this also talks about the individual inside of the group, and this also talks about the group in the totality, right? So it's asking you, like, where are the unique parts of the group? Who can do what that others can't do, right? But they all serve a purpose. So, if there's 12 people have 12 different skills, right? But then there's a common ground to get a particular job done, to get a goal met, right? And then now it's asking you, well, how can you bring in more? How can you bring in more people? How can you bring in more energy? How can you bring in more flow, more abundance your way with this people in harmony? I love this energy. So let's see. For my Pisces, the first question says, what are the unique contributions? Okay. What is a unique contribution? Emotional withdrawal. Nobody has attachment. That's good. It's the energy of nobody feeling like, oh, this is mine. That 8 of Cups, right? That's what that is, emotional withdrawal. Some people working together because there's not like a sense of like a stronghold. There's not a sense of like I'm in control, right? Somebody willing to say, well, this is what I can do, but I'm also willing to receive your help and support you. And it's like that type of energy, like a real interesting enough. This is like not what you're used to, right? So emotional withdrawal also talks about you with the unique contribution, how you may have a sense of like, being a little reluctant to be in some sort of group because of your past experiences, right? But this is a different type of experience. This is what you've been asking for. These are the people you're meant to be with, right? So open up more. And then it says, where is the common ground? You have the throat chakra. You guys are all talking, communicating. There's a flow of air I'm hearing. And this is exchanging back and forth, right? Ideas are bouncing off the wall. People are speaking their mind, like-minded souls. It does say that, right? So let's see. And it says, how will your life change if your group expands? So how is this going to change for you? It's going to create a firm foundation. It's going to continue the foundation that you've already set in place with something, right? So you do have a lot of good energy here, right? Even with that 8 of Cups being here at the beginning. With number 13, right? 13 in the tarot talks about change. It's the energy of transformation. It's the energy of bringing in new light, bringing in something out of the darkness that is meant to be seen, right? So this harmony, this work that is being done in the community is very necessary here. It's helping to combat something. It's helping to, allow people to learn how to let go of things, right? Because they're finding like-minded souls. They're finding the right people to communicate with, right? People are understanding you right now. This is how I'm feeling. This is the type of group that you're in. And I feel like it's like this energy with the Four of Pentacles, the firm foundation. You want to stick around, right? You want to build this up. You like how this is growing and going. Okay, so for emotional withdrawal, you have the Six of Swords with the Knight of Cups. The Six of Swords and the Knight of Cups, I like that energy here with this emotional withdrawal. This is going with the flow of things and not staying attached, all right? Being open-minded to where your heart is leading you to. Allowing, the Seven of Cups. It's like allowing yourself to see all the options that are out there, all right? Not getting hung up into one thing. Seeing everything that life has to offer. And this is why you're not becoming attached to things. So there's a level of, with the harmony and the people, people in harmony, there's an energy of disconnecting from what was once harmonious for you and then reconnecting with what is, right? So, yeah, changing up something and having multiple options, not having to stick in one type of environment, right? Not have to grow in one type of way, not have to think in one type of way. And you could have multiple different groups of people and friends that you deal with. It's not just like, oh, all my time and energy is spent with this one type of dynamic. It's a lot of different moving parts here. The star energy, the throat chakra, I like that. You feel confident in your voice, right? You feel very confident. It's not easy because you see she's naked here, right? It's not easy for somebody to just stand there in front of the world naked and let people see who they are, right? Their insides, their outsides, their how they work, how they operate. But it's like this energy of you wanting this to be what people see about you, right? So you're speaking up too about this. It's like your energy is calling out and drawing attention to yourself, right? Your voice is calling attention to the flow of something. The star card is the Aquarius card, and that talks about the community, and this talks about people being in harmony. So a group effort, feeding the community, feeding yourself from the community, right? You feeding the community and you also getting fed from the community. With the Ace of Pentacles, you see all that water she's pouring in there? Something is going to grow. Opportunities are growing. It's like you're speaking up, you're learning how to do different things, right? And it's like you're testing out your skills. You're just like all over the place. I feel like I'm seeing a bird, because this bird is back here. This bird is just like, you know, when they eat off of a tree, a berry or something, and they go and poop somewhere and they plant a seed in a random place. This is that type of energy here. I feel like your voice is traveling. It's it's traveling, but it's settling, right? It's like whatever it is with your throat chakra is reaching the masses. It's reaching the people that it needs to reach, right? Or whatever type of effort you're putting in is reaching where it needs to be reached, right? Even if you're not talking to a group of people. But this is that effort of something all coming together with this Ten of Wands. Something that you really worked hard for. You put a lot of time, effort, energy into it. You did not give up on something. It's like, okay, this is now the result. This is the reward. This is what you have to show for something. For you being in this state and being vulnerable enough to get down into your nitty gritties and have it all exposed, but in a good way, right? Not in a bad way. All right, so let's see. Ooh, you have, with the firm foundation, you have the Nine of Swords, you have the Wheel of Fortune. Yes, you just had a moment, right? We all have moments where we had to sit down and reconfigure ourselves. But as soon as you do that with the Three of Pentacles, it's just like getting back on the wheel. Right? We all have moments with this firm foundation. I feel like breaking through something can be a little hard at times for you, right? But once you have this breakthrough moment with this Wheel of Fortune, everything just starts to like move how it's supposed to, all right? But you had to not give up. You had to have the faith with that Nine of Swords. You have to go through those sleepless nights. You have to go to those nights where you cried and said, well, what is my next move, right? You had to go through all those things in order to really make this wheel move how it's supposed to. So getting over that hump, right? These are those questions. How will your life change if you expand your groups? The Three of Pentacles is here. Three of Pentacles is here telling you to expand so things can move into motion, right? You don't have to do everything by yourself as well, I'm hearing here, right? This energy with the Nine of Swords, it's like you go home and you just maybe deal with whatever issues you have with yourself, but you're always trying to help other people, right? But this is also a time for you to receive help from your community, for you to interchange, like, again, the skills and things that you have with other people, and them do the same for you. Okay, so let's see. Scoop. Oh, okay. Let's get a card or two from here before we wrap this up for my Pisces. What is the message that they need at this time? What advice do they have? Oh, okay. You have 3 cards that came out, and the first one is immediate action. All right, take some type of action. Because something is coming up that requires your immediate attention, so take control of the situation. Something is overwhelmed, and there's some type of course correction that needs to happen with this Justice card. Again, something with the community, right? Maybe there's something that you're not seeing that someone else is seeing, and they're telling you about it, and you're going to take action on it, right? Or you see something happen, and it's like you're trying to take some sort of action on something. It says, be the lion, not the zebra. Decide to take control of your life, and the stress will start to fade immediately. It both talks about taking control of the situation at hand, right? So you have some sort of energy of being overwhelmed from trying to control something, being overwhelmed for trying to make something be perfect, right? And then you have this Justice card. So there's a balancing out of energies here. It says stand up for what you believe in, and you will receive the justice that you deserve. So don't get too overwhelmed. Don't get yourself too, caught up in certain things when it comes to the community as well, because this is talking about you being amongst other people. Right? Don't be so quick to always jump to action, because you can become overwhelmed. You got to know when to say no to things. You have to know when it is time to take action. You have to know when to use your discernment, because I'm seeing this lion trying to hunt the zebra, right? You could be hunting down opportunities, but don't overwhelm yourself with too many opportunities, with too many things on your plate, right? Because then you could then be the zebra trying to 3 heads, trying to figure everything out, and then something is hunting you. You get what I'm saying? So be very balance in your actions. Don't do too much, don't do too little. This is all an effort about the flow and vibe between multiple energies, and everybody working in cohesion, and then in tandem with each other. So I love this energy for you, Pisces. Okay, if it resonates, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. I will be back with more for you, but for now, talk to you later. Bye.